Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I made it video number 2. I was a little bit skeptical whether I was going to keep going with this or not. I'm like, probably after my first video I'll be done. But no, I genuinely missed doing YouTube. I love it. It's like kind of like my getaway since I am always home. It's officially summertime. It's so hot. We have hit the triple digits. I think yesterday I was like 105 or 107. It's supposed to be the same today. So it's 8:45 in the morning and it's already burning hot. We did buy a slide for the kids, like the water slides. So I'll show you guys that in a minute because typically around this time they're like ready to go in there. It is the best investment I have made so far this summer. It keeps them busy and they can be in there forever. The bad thing is that now it starts to be pretty hot. So the sun is out. They are extra tanned. Like all 4 of the boys are so tanned. So yesterday we went to Costco to go buy like a canopy thing to kind of put like on some parts or like so it could cover part of the slide where they typically hang out the most. So we're probably going to get that set up here in a little bit. Again, even though it's 8:45 in the morning, but the later it gets, the hotter it gets, and they're just ready to be in there. But anyway, so for today's video, I am going to do as I promised. I'm going to show you guys the house. However, I thought I was going to be able to do a full house tour, or I wanted to do a full house tour. But you guys have to keep in mind that my parents do live with me. So I can't just do like a full on house tour without like having a lot of edits. And I hate having so many like cut clips or like edits throughout the video. So I'm going to show you guys parts of the house. And then hopefully I can show you guys everything before the sun goes down because my parents do tend to spend a lot of time in the living room. And that is the one place that I want to show you guys because a lot has changed since the last time that you guys saw it. Of course, if you don't follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you haven't seen it yet. If you guys do follow me, you've seen the entire process of it change. But I want to give you guys a full overview of that. Also, my pantry. I have been working on my pantry. I did stop just because I was starting to overwhelm myself. And the one thing that I did learn is that when I start to overwhelm myself, I just start buying whatever and just to get it done. And then a few weeks later, I'm like, darn it, I shouldn't have bought that. So that's why I put a stop to the pantry, but I'll show you guys the living room and the pantry. I think those are like the biggest things that have changed. I don't think there has been much that has changed in the office, but I'll show you guys the office. I will most likely show you guys the big boys bedroom, the living room, and the pantry, the kitchen, and then I think the dining room you guys saw in the last video, as well as my room. So let's get started with the video.
I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes.
All right, so it's done. So the canopy is from Costco. The slide is from Sam's Club. I'll have the slide linked because the canopy was not on the Costco website, so we had to go in store. But this is a slide. I love it. The kids love it. They have a blast. It has like that little cool thing where like the water drips. And it's big enough for all 4 of them, which is my favorite. And it's a pretty good size too.
You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
So here goes the gallery wall. I am obsessed, and I feel like obsessed is an understatement with this wall. I know that this type of wall is not for everyone, but I saw something similar on Instagram, which if I find a picture, I'll post it here. But I saw it on Instagram and I instantly fell in love, and I'm like, this is it. This is the wall that I need for this empty wall that I had here. So at first, the only thing that I was going to do was the paneling. I unfortunately don't have like a YouTube video as at the time where I was no longer filming, but I do have a couple of TikToks and reels of the process. This was by far the most inexpensive, and I want to say one of the easiest walls to make, just because the cuts, there weren't very many cuts. I think that the hardest part was like the measuring, like making sure that all of these were even. So I have a total of 5 of them. So I did 4 for each one of the boys because I do have 4 boys. And then the center one is for my husband and I. So here on the right hand corner, we start off with my oldest, which is Roman. So we have pictures of him. Then we have Aaron, my husband and I. Then we have Damien and then Isaac. So I did go from oldest to youngest. I am so in love with this wall. I cannot tell you, I cannot express how much I love this wall. Again, it was one of the easiest walls to make. So I'll insert a clip. I'm pretty sure I have a clip of just like the molding itself. It looked beautiful, and I did contemplate leaving it that way, but I just wanted a little bit more, a little bit extra. Again, based on that picture that I saw, I just thought that it looked beautiful. So I do have the gold accent lights. The only bad thing about these lights is that they are meant to be hardwired, and I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to do a whole bunch of different holes on the wall. So these lights don't turn on, they don't work. I have been trying to find something to put in there so that I can turn them on. I know that they have the battery operated LED lights, but I think that the part where the battery goes, it might be a little bit too big to put somewhere in here. On top of that, I'd probably have to buy 5 different set of strips of LED lights because I will have to cut them, and I'm pretty sure that once you cut them, you know, only the part that's attached to the batteries is the part that works. But if you know of anything that I can put in here to make these work with like a remote control or battery operated, please let me know in the comments, because I've had this wall for maybe a year now, close to a year, and the lights are just there. I have contemplated changing them out and buying battery operated lights, but I just love these, and I haven't been able to find any that look similar to it and aren't like that like really cheapy like bright yellow gold. But yeah, here is the wall. I love it, and if you guys have any questions about it, let me know in the comments and I will be more than happy to answer them for you guys.
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling.
Surprise, we have a new couch. So the goal was never to buy a new couch, but if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know all the tea, what happened, and how we ended up with a whole new sectional. So I'm going to try to spill the tea for you guys, and I'm going to try to make it as short as possible because it is kind of a long story. But as you guys know, our old sectional was from Living Spaces, and then it started peeling really bad. Like it had like the little fur balls, not fur balls, but like the little balls all over the place. And the couch really started to look like we had picked it up from an alley. So when I was painting the accent wall, I don't know if you guys remember, if you guys saw that video, when I was doing the accent wall in the kitchen, I spilled paint all over, like the thing from the paint from the sprayer fell and the paint went all over the place. It stained the sectional, the gray sectional that we had, whatever. I submitted a claim with Living Spaces and they said that it was going to be replaced. My claim was open for 9 months before they actually even did something about it. They approved the claim fairly quick. I think it was maybe within the first 2 to 3 weeks. The claim was approved, but then they took 9 months to actually do something about it. So what they did is they sent someone to reupholster the sectional. And when he came in, not all the parts were here. Not only that, because obviously we had already had the couch for a few months. The gray that they had sent, which was technically the same color, same material, just looked lighter because obviously our couch was already old and dirty, if you must say it that way. So the grays, it didn't match. It was going to look patchy. So he said, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let them know that it doesn't look right and that we are still missing pieces of it. He's like, I'm gonna suggest that they just give you a new one because it's just gonna be cheaper for them to give you a new one than for me to reupholster the whole thing. And then, you can fight it and see, but I'll do that, for you so that you can just fight for a new one. So I'm like, okay, cool. So after that, maybe like 2 months passed, nothing, they wouldn't tell me anything. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm sick of having a stained couch. So I'm just gonna start going crazy and just, do what I need to do. So I called them, I was always very nice, very cordial until one day I spoke to a guy, and I still remember his name because that's my husband's name. I spoke to a guy named Alex, and he tried to call me stupid in the nicest way. So I got really irritated. So I went off, I spoke to a million supervisors that day. Long story short, after almost a year of fighting with them, they ended up just giving me a store credit. So I fought for that maybe for like a day, and then next thing you know, I had store credit, partial store credit, and then afterwards I had to fight for the other part, which I'm not gonna get into that. But long story short, they ended up giving me the amount that I paid for the gray sectional. They gave it to me as store credit so that I could pick out any other couch I wanted. And that is how we ended up with this beauty. Anyways, so that is the story about our sectional. That is how we got the sectional. The sectional is so much bigger than the old one. And then the rug is from Lowe's. This one, I did take a long time to figure out what I wanted. I think it took me maybe 5-6 months before I decided on a rug, but I love this rug. It is from Lowe's. Again, everything will be linked down below, including the sectional. If you guys are interested in the sectional, I'll put the name and then the name of the fabric, the color, and all that good stuff. But that is how we ended up, again, with a sectional and a rug, and I love it. I'm so glad that even though it was stressful to have that, incident happen, the outcome was great because I ended up with something that I actually really, really love.
My head high, even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
All right, so for the pantry, the only thing that has changed is that we did paint it white. I don't remember if you guys know. I don't know if you guys remember. That's what I was trying to say. That the pantry was white as I can't talk. I don't know if you guys remember that the pantry was gray as well, just like the rest of the house. My linen closets are still gray. I still need to paint those white, but we did paint the pantry white, and then I did all the labels with my printer and my Cricut, which I was actually so proud of myself because as I was remodeling the pantry or redoing everything, I went on Amazon and I almost bought the labels, but then I randomly went on YouTube and I came across a video of a girl doing them, and she said that she was doing them on a Cricut. So I clicked on the video and she was really good at just the step-by-step process. So I ended up making my own labels. I was super excited because I saved myself about 10 bucks not having to buy labels. But yeah, so the pantry is not that big of a deal, but it does look a lot neater, a lot more organized. Again, I'm still not completely done with it, but I just wanted to share with you guys how it looks now. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I will do my best to link everything that is in here. The only thing that I will not be able to link are the boxes, because the baskets, because the baskets are from Home Goods. But everything else I did grab on Amazon pretty much, so I'll have everything else linked. But yeah, there goes the update for the pantry. So for my office, as you guys saw, not much has changed. And the only reason why I haven't done anything to this office is because Roman has been saying that he wants his own room. And as some of you guys know, he is heading over to middle school this coming August. So he is going to be on a different schedule than Aaron now. So I kind of am thinking of just making the office into his bedroom. And if that's the case, then I have to pull everything out of here and somehow fit all of this in my room. But that's the reason why I never really touched the office. I really did want to make it like mine and make it girly, just because, as you guys know, I have all boys. But I also always had that in the back of my head, that, or the back of my mind, that what if he starts asking for his own bedroom and then I girlify this room and then I have to take everything down because he wants his own room. So that's the reason why I haven't done anything here. So if you guys have any suggestions for those lights, the LED lights, please let me know in the comments, because I really want those things to work. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.